Senator Bukara for Saraki.
Words and commend the distinguished colleague for bringing this very important motion, and also acknowledge how timely it is, because we've all mentioned, those who have spoken, the fact that taxation is already meant to be the most stable form of public finance. And in our country, where, as we all know, it's a monoproduct economy based on oil, where we cannot control, particularly the oil prices beyond our control, it makes us even more precarious. And the reason why this motion and the need to improve taxation collection is even more important. Of recent, we've also noticed this year already the fact that even crude oil production is lower than what we are projecting, less than 20%. That really shows that unless we do something urgently over the next few months, we are also going to have the problems of trying to finance this year's budget. So I think the timing of this motion for the committee to look at what do we do in the area of back taxes in order to improve our revenue and taxation is very important. The other problem that we also must identify why it's important is the level of our debt portfolio, because the sustainability of us managing our debt portfolio comes from revenue, and the only revenue that is stable today is taxation. And if you are going to continue to be borrowing, you've got to ask yourself, can you sustain it? And the only way you can sustain it again is ensuring that your collection on taxation, and as already said by one of our colleagues, if we are running at less than 20% as our total revenue, then our objective is to see how we can push that figure up, especially the kind of volatility that we're seeing in the oil sector. So I'm going to add my own voice to say that we must address this issue. And I think the issue of the federal government is different from the issues when you look at it compared to different states, because when you talk about IGR, particularly where even the FRS chair lady said the other day that the most important sector, even the oil companies, they themselves are evading some of these taxes. So if you are getting evasion in the oil company sector, the oil sector, then we have of great concern to all of us. So I will add my own voice that we should take this exercise seriously, not only to also find out what laws do we need to put in place to ensure that there will be compliance going forward, but more importantly, what can we even collect in order to be able to fill the gap that is likely going to happen in this year's budget, based on what the oil prices are doing now, and also based on the problems we're having in production. So I join my colleagues to commend our colleague and supporting this motion in its entirety.
Mr. President, thank you very much. Senator Bukola Saraki, representing Kwara Central. Mr. President, I've looked at this report, and my own suggestion, based on my own little